A few months ago, my good friend Victor of the Junkyard shared his list of the top 5 stories he would like to see adapted into live-action films. It was an interesting selection, even if the pessimistic speculation on how Hollywood would ruin these movies made the video a bit of a downer. I've always wanted to see an Artemis Fowl movie, myself, and Stephen Baxter's character-driven, galaxy-spanning science fiction could, if given the big screen treatment, become the next Inception. But if I had to choose one story to be adapted into a film, it would, without a doubt, be The Null, a charming, topical, wonderfully imaginative novel by famed illustrator Alan Aldridge. This book is very near and dear to me, and I reread it often. The fact that The Null has vanished into obscurity is quite disappointing to me, as this is probably my favorite fantasy novel. Fungal Foxwit is the wise mage and shaman of a secluded valley in the Appalachian Mountains. Sensing the humans and their land of No drawing closer, Fungal is enlisted by the forest folk as an ambassador for nature. Preparing to leave for the big city and protect his beloved valley, the Gnole is given a greater mission. Fungal must stop Theverat, a power-hungry demon, from finding Baphomet, an Atlantean artifact that would bring the world under his nightmarish rule. The novel has a strong ecological focus, but this angle never feels preachy. Aldridge's rich, reverent prose underlines Fungal's deep spiritual connection with nature and renders the settings in vivid detail. Much like Fungal and his spells, Aldridge has a gift for crafting profound, to-the-point sentences and picking the most evocative words, so that his calm, knowing tone keeps you in a state of wonder. Through Fungal and his adventures, Aldridge conveys both a love for nature and concern over how human beings are treating the environment. Every character in The Null is memorable. Using idiosyncratic dialogue and diverse characterization, Aldridge infuses his characters with unique voices and fun personalities. Fungal is given a daunting task, as the fate of the world is in his hands in more ways than one, but he carries out his mission with cunning, resolve, and his adorable jolly humor. Ka, a wisecracking gnome, is Fungal's childish but intensely loyal best friend. Unusually for comic relief characters, Ka is an integral part of the story and a selfless hero. Fungal's tense relationship with Nima, the only other Gnole in the valley, forms a nice subplot, with Fungal and Nima bonding in the crisis and setting aside their feud. Theverat's physical form is rarely seen. He usually appears as a shapeless mess of fury or a jagged array of dots on a computer screen, but his malevolence and charisma are palpable. After Fungal is waylaid, loses his memories, and becomes a media sensation in the human world, Aldridge delivers a compelling dynamic between Fungal and Dr. Crucifer, Theverat's right-hand man. The intriguing parallels are clear. For this stretch of the novel, we follow Fungal as he is subjected to tests on his magical abilities and slowly regains his memories. Conversely, Crucifer is a cold, obsessively scientific man who is gradually losing his mind while working for Theverat. He is in awe of the demon's terrifying power and knows the risks he is taking. The Gnole takes such fantasy cliches as magic, Atlantis, shamans, and fairy tale creatures, and provides a new spin on them. The entire novel feels fresh and original. The Gnoll is also very funny, with endearing characters and fun gags. But the humor never overshadows the urgency of Fungal's quest and the importance of humans damaging the environment. Aldridge superbly balances humor with dark moments and a serious focus. I own 2 copies, but I'd recommend that you seek out the larger paperback edition, as nearly every page is sumptuously illustrated. Written in collaboration with Steve Boyett and Maxine Miller, The Gnoll is a novel I can't recommend enough. Check it out and let me know if you loved it as much as I do. I also want to see a Gnoll movie. Syrup, another one of my favorite novels, is thankfully being adapted into a film, but a wonderful book like The Gnoll deserves this kind of recognition. Read the book and spread the word. If The Hobbit is getting a movie, then why not The Gnoll? Thank you for watching. Cheers.